Well, good morning, you motherfuckers. It's another glorious day. I'm awake, I'm alive, and I survived New York. Spent my whole weekend in New York this weekend. Never done it. I've been here for 5 years now, and I've sworn to myself I wouldn't go to that goddamn shithole. And sorry if you live in New York, but when you live in New Jersey, you become resentful towards New York because of all the prices you have to pay on account of people that live in New York, or that work in New York and then live in New Jersey. And since we're so close to New York, everything just becomes more expensive. But finally went there, got to enjoy myself, got to see some things, went to the World Trade Center, went to the public library. Holy shit. I love the public library. I love the smell of that old mahogany wood, and I love the smell of the books. I really enjoyed the public library. I also enjoy watching people in general, especially tourists. Stupid ass tourists are probably my favorite. Ones that just gawk everywhere and almost get ran over by a car or a taxi cab, or just get ran over by people in general. What I do not enjoy is the smell of subway piss. So if you've never smelt on a hot New York day the subway piss, I'm telling you, there is no other smell like subway piss. Oh God. But I had to show my sister and niece what subway piss smells like, and it's so great because when we went to the subway, we came down it, everything was totally fine, showed them everything inside the subway, and then we were leaving and going back the way we came. While we were walking up the stairs, we got the perfect scent of piss. So that was good. It's always interesting watching the street people and the homeless people, because you can't tell the difference between a street person and a homeless person. Because, you know, sometimes people are faking to be homeless so they can make some money. And then you get some actors and things out there. There was like a princess from Frozen that was doing the crying scene from the cartoon. And people are just dumping their money at this chick. I don't know how she could cry on command, but she was doing that. Yeah, I ended up surviving New York. And we walked 14,995 steps. So I believe we beat the record from yesterday. I don't know how the hell we kept doing that, but we're walking machines. So at the end of the story, I guess New York, you're kind of cool. Not as cool as I thought you were going to be, but you're cool. I survived it. It's fine. I guess I got to stop bitching. It's not as bad as I thought for driving. Driving, if you've never driven in something that's chaotic, crazy, it's like playing bumper cars blindfolded. That's how it is driving in New York, because there's no hesitation. If you are in the left lane and you got to be all the way in the right lane and you got to take a right and you got 3 blocks to do it, I'm telling you, look back, start turning. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Nobody's waiting for you. You just got to cut every single human off that you can. Because if you don't cut them off, you'll never make that turn and you'll end up going in 14 circles. And 14 circles in New York City is equivalent to like 32 blocks. It's super annoying. We had to go 9 miles from the public library to the World Trade Center, and it said it should take 29 minutes to get there, which is 9 miles away. Actually, I don't even think it was 9, to be honest. No, it was 4 miles. So it was 4 miles away. It said 29 minutes. In 15 minutes, we made it 4 blocks. 1 minute off of that 29 minutes went away. That's how sad it is. Driving there is super crazy. Oh, by the way, Since I've been doing a lot of these videos and talking and driving, I'm really curious if this is okay with you guys. Obviously, video recording a person's self and driving is totally not safe. But it's kind of safe because I'm really not looking at you guys too often. You know what I'm saying? My eyes are on the road. But what I mean is it too shaky? Are you guys picking up too many noises? Is it rattling? Is my car too noisy? Is the motor making this shit sound great? Or not great, but horrible? Let me know what you guys think of that noise on there. The ambience noise, or the idea of just me sitting in here. But I don't have a lot of time. Like, I, throughout my life, have had sleep apnea, I've just had sleep. So, like, I can never sleep. I remember when I first started having problems sleeping, and this is going to sound really crazy, but I went to church when I was 10 years old, and the pastor, or whatever the fuck, the pastor, the fucking liar, looked me straight in the face and told me I'm gonna die and go to hell. I'm gonna die and go to hell. So, obviously, being 10 years old, I'm fucking freaked out, and I'm afraid to go to sleep because I don't want to die, because, let's be honest, the one thing you can't control is when you're asleep, you don't know what's going on. So I would have panic attacks at 10 years old, afraid to go to bed because some fucking prick told me I was going to die and go to hell. And so ever since that, I've always just had a really hard time sleeping. Like, sleeping has probably been the worst thing for me in my whole life. But lately, I have just figured, like, well, fuck. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die, kind of thing. But throughout my life, I've just had panic attacks. I would just find anything to zone in on. Like, if my heart, like, you know, when you have a little beat in your heart, you know, I'd be telling myself, oh, I'm fucking having a heart attack. Or, like, right there, I just cleared my nose. I would clear my fucking nose, and then I would be having, like, a sinus infection. Like, I would just look for anything that was irregular and turn it into a problem, and then I would horn in on it, and I would just make it worse and worse and worse. There's a big, huge car wreck. There's, like, a semi pile up right over here. I don't know if you guys look to the left in there right now, you can see all the cops and everything. Here, I'll move my head. See it all? But I would just zone in on whatever problem I thought I was having, and my head would just start telling myself, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My heart would be beating real fast, and it would take so long for me to get like unwound up, that by the time I looked at a clock, it'd be 7 a.m, and I got like a couple hours, and then I have to be to work. And I have done this like all the way up to like 2016. And then since I've met my woman, she has just been the only person that has been willing to sit there and calm me down. Like, when I'm starting to have an episode, I'll start clearing my throat and I'll start like coughing. And she can just see that, and she'll just soothe me through it, talk me through it, make me feel calm, and then I'll just kind of wiggle my way through that like psychotic nerve episode I have. But if there's anybody out there that has like sleeping problems or is afraid of sleep, I really, 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 really feel bad for you, because I know exactly what you're going through. And I know that it's the most mental fuck in the world. It's all mental. It's not anything physical. It's all mental. But the worst part is you're just going to be so drained. You won't get anything done. Physical activities suck. Like 8 hours of the day, you're so groggy. And then you like do this, you're like, okay, well, I worked, and now it's time for me like to enjoy myself. And you can't even really enjoy yourself. And then you find yourself just turning into a zombie, because the next day You know, you only had like 1 hour. The next day you're like, well, I got to go to work in the morning. I just don't want to go right to work or go to bed and then have to wake up and go to work. So then you find yourself staying up again, late as fuck. And then the next thing you know, it's 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and you got 2 hours and you got to be to fucking work again. And there you are. You're on 2 hours of sleep. And then you got to go to work. And that's the hardest part, is you just start playing this game of, fuck, I gotta go to work, but at the same time I want to enjoy myself. So you're just keeping yourself up and you're just continuously doing this, and eventually what happens is you crash. You just automatically fall asleep and you sleep for like 17, 18 hours, but it's like the worst fucking sleep ever because it's annoying. You end up sleeping in for work or you have something to do, and your body is just beat to shit because you just slept and you ruined everything. But then psychologically, you're so drained, your body becomes physically ill because of it. And I have just had this psychosis since I was 10 years old. So, like, I would say up to 36, almost 36, basically, kind of. So for 26 years I've had this episode, and it's kind of serious. And like lately, I don't know if you guys have known this with BMXers, there's been this CTE thing, kind of with concussions and stuff. And I'm curious because I've had multiple concussions. I've had brain hemorrhage. I've knocked myself out plenty of times, and I'm pretty sure, just head injuries just from riding my bike can be part of the problem too. And I guess the other problem is I'm just one of those people that hone in, I just zone right in on whatever something is, and I just cannot fucking let it go. And I guess that's why BMX has become something so great of my life. Because I can remember being younger, if I couldn't sleep, I'd just go out in front of my house and ride my bike for, fuck. I would literally watch one BMX video and I'd go out in front of my house and I would ride for 5 hours. Just 5 hours of straight riding by myself. And I would just work on manualing and tricks and just trying to learn new things. But that was like kind of one of those exercises that I would do because my brain just wouldn't shut off. And I'm not saying like I have some form of CTE, but that's a serious thing for BMXers or any other type of athlete that's out there, Like, I always find it fucking funny when I meet somebody that's like my age or a little bit older and they're like, oh, my body's so beat, I'm so sore, oh, it sucks getting old. And I'm like, the fuck do you do for work? And then they tell me they work in an office job sitting all day long. I'm like, you work at a fucking office job all day long, what's the last thing that's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get a fucking paper clip cut? Like, what, are you gonna stub your toe on the fucking desk? Nothing's really gonna happen. Like, I work for a BMX company and then I ride BMX. I purposely go out and fucking break bones. And it's like, yes, I'm sore every day. This morning, my back is killing me. But my back is killing me because of riding my fucking bike. So it just makes me laugh. Certain people that do certain things with their lives and they bitch and complain about them. And I have a hard time relating to that because of what I physically do for riding. I guess everybody's different, but it just makes me laugh. I don't know if anybody out there has had the same thing happen or if they've heard people do that. But back to the sleeping thing. If you have issues sleeping and it's a big problem, or you just can't find a pattern, let me know. Write down in the comments, like, your guys' sleeping habits. Like, what keeps you guys up at night? Why you guys have a problem? You toss and turn. Is it stress? Is it, relationship problems? Is it, I'll be very honest with you. I've had a lot of death in my family, and, I sit and toss and turn sometimes, and I just think about people. Are you just thinking about the past? Everybody has some problems with sleeping. So, oh, look at that. Somebody almost hit a fucking semi like a dumbass. But anyway, leave some comments down there. Let me know how you guys sleep. Let me know how things are going. I'm about to go get me some Starbucks. An anniversary on the 18th is coming, so I'm going to make a special video about that. I love all you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, put this shit on your Instagram stories, or even on your Facebook. If you have a Facebook, copy this link and then put it on your Facebook and help me share this. Get it out there to people. If you guys enjoy what I say, or you guys enjoy hanging out with me every day, and we talk about topics together and stuff, let other people see this. Fucking share this shit. All right, guys. Well, I love you. Marijuana. Had the greatest day. And can't wait to see what you guys say in the comments. Let's talk soon.